It's a big setback for the RSS in the state. The Kalaburgi bench of the High Court has not allowed the RSS to go ahead with its route march, which was scheduled for today. Now, the next hearing in High Court will take place on October 24th, and the High Court was hearing the petition online, which was filed by RSS seeking permission for the Chitapur route march today. Now, the senior advocate Arun Sham argued on behalf of RSS in the court. Deputy Commissioner, Assistant Commissioner, Tehsildar and the CPI were respondents in this petition. Now, challenging the order of the Tehsildar, the RSS had approached the Kalaburgi bench of the High Court seeking permission for the march. Now, RSS District Head Ashok Patel also filed the writ petition after the Chitapur administration refused to give them permission to hold a march in Chitapur. This is in fact the home constituency of Rural Development and Panchayat Raj Minister Priyank Kharge. Now, both the RSS and Bhima Army, they had applied for permission to hold Path Sanchalans in Chitapur today, and after reviewing applications and the current law and order situation on the ground, the Tehsildar's office rejected permission to both the organizations. Now, viewers, the decision cites potential disturbance to peace, public safety and communal harmony. In fact, the administration assessed that allowing either procession could lead to law and order issues given the existing tensions prevailing on the ground. Now, the local police, in fact, had also recommended against granting permission to these groups. And hence, in the public interest and under relevant administrative powers, permission was officially denied earlier. So it's clearly a big setback for RSS. In fact, in the state of Karnataka, if you see, the past few weeks have witnessed a row between the organization and the government. But now the Kalaburgi bench of the High Court has not allowed the RSS to go ahead with its route march. This march was scheduled for today. The court has now set the date for the next hearing on October 24th. In fact, the High Court was hearing the petition online filed by RSS. Here, the organization was seeking permission to hold the Chitapur route march today. So, a big decision coming in from the High Court, in fact, against what RSS was desiring at this point. Now, in these hearings, senior advocate Arun Sham was arguing on behalf of the RSS. Meanwhile, Deputy Commissioner, Assistant Commissioner, Tehsildar and CPI were the respondents in this petition. Now, my colleague Mohammad Wajiullah is joining me on this story with more details. Wajiullah, do tell us what's the exact verdict that has now come in from the High Court regarding RSS marches scheduled for today.
Well, it's a setback for the RSS today in the High Court that seeked an emergency hearing, and at 9:30 the court started the hearing, and the judge came to a conclusion that keeping in mind that both RSS and Dalit groups are also protesting at the same time, and the police had cited this as a security reason why they denied permission, and court also has now adjourned the matter to the 24th. But what we've also learned is for the 2nd of November, the RSS also agreed for a march on that day where 250 people will be allowed. But this ongoing tussle that has reached the court now comes at the backdrop of the Priyank Kharge's letter where he wanted to ban RSS activities from schools and colleges. And now yesterday, they had also written a letter to the district authorities to grant them permission, to the police to grant them permission. But the police wrote back saying that there are close to 11 objections which they have and 11 clarities that they'd asked for, which included how many people will be there, whether they will be holding sticks when there will be marching. They needed 10 numbers of people who are a part of the entire organization. And the RSS, in fact, wrote those, replied to that letter also. But despite all of that, the police has now cancelled the thing. And that is when the RSS decided to go to the court. And today in court also it seems to be a setback because now the matter will be heard on the 24th of October at 2:30. A lot of RSS leaders, workers and karyakartas had started gathering at the spot, and they were waiting for the verdict. But it looks like now they will have to disperse. There was a lot of police presence also in Kalaburgi as we speak.
All right, so we'll have to see what exactly happens on 24th then. But I want to understand, do we have any reactions coming in from the government on this verdict or either from RSS?
Well, it's just been a few minutes since the verdict has come out. In fact, just 5 to 10 minutes back is the verdict that has come out. So we will have to wait and watch how the government react. But it is a win situation for the ruling party and its workers because they were against this entire RSS Padyatra. And if we've seen, government has also suspended officers who had taken part in the centenary celebration, of which there's also a controversy between Priyank Kharge and Tejasvi Surya. But now, with regards to the march, we haven't got any confirmation or any reaction from either of the two parties or from the RSS. But the court verdict stands, and that is something that the parties have accepted. And now we'll have to wait and watch how things transpire on the 24th of October.
Right, but I want to understand, there are security concerns when it comes to the issues raised by the administration, by the police. But what is the argument put forward by the RSS here?
Well, yes, the police had reiterated yesterday itself that there will be clashes because there are two opposition groups that are gathering, and that is why they did not want to give permission. But till late last night, there was no clarity whether permission will be given to them or not. The police has asked a few questions, 11 questions that were asked to them with regards to who are the people who will be there in the procession. Will they be holding sticks like they've been doing all this while? Will there the numbers that they're asked for? And despite replying to all those questions, the RSS was denied permission in the morning, and that is when they decided to go to court. And in the court, their argument basically was that how can something that had been sought, a permission that had been sought for a protest long back, been denied to them just a few minutes back, and that is the reason why they had gone to court. But at the court, they were disappointed because the court also has adjourned the matter to the 24th. Though what we've learned is for the 2nd of November, they have agreed for another march. Whether that march will happen or not is something we'll have to wait and watch, because there will be another hearing on the 24th of October at around 2:30 in the afternoon. And after that is when we'll get to know what will transpire.
Right, Virji, clearly a big setback for RSS in Karnataka, and next hearing on 24th. On that point, thank you for joining us and giving us those crucial details on that verdict.